We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez,
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes,
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman,
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris,
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
and our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
What's that in the intro?
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, November 7th, 2023, and this is episode number 644 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, the fucking gang's all here. We got Mr. Jason Nyes.
You live here?
Jose Guzman.
What up, fuckers? We got the news.
Yeah! Kelly Harris.
Popcast Babies coming to a local CW affiliate near you.
Oh, yikes.
And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
You heard him. His name is the Good Reverend Rod.
I have a headache.
Gotten to
That's gonna
that
be
point in my marriage where when I screw up the pronunciation of a word, I just like, oh, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to hear about it. And I deserve
Yeah, 'cause
it.
she's not gonna let it go.
No.
This is the rest of my day.
Fucking beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Fucking back in it. Thanks for hanging out last week with our Halloween bullshit. If you did, really cool how Nyes let us know that YouTube kept flagging it,
Yeah.
even though everything that we had in that episode you pulled from where, Nyes?
From YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Really
weird.
neat.
They were public YouTube videos that we played on our Twitch stream, and then I tried uploading the entire stream to YouTube, and it got copyright flagged like a dozen times. And that's fine. And that's why we do that on Twitch now. When we need to watch something, when we need to watch some Halloween bullshit, we do it on Twitch. I mean, we're not supposed to do it there either, but what the fuck else are we supposed to do?
They care less.
Yeah.
Just don't
Lisa
have
asked
music
that
on.
week. She was like, "Is there a podcast this week in the group chat?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not on it. It's Halloween bullshit." And she was like, "Don't! You said that in the group chat. Don't tell me that it's bullshit." I'm like, "No, that's what it's called."
Like, you're gonna hurt those boys' feelings.
Yeah, she was like, "Why would you call it bullshit?" Like, that's the name of the episode.
It's true. Oh, well, since we're talking about it, let me jump in real quick. So because we watched the Halloween bullshit, which included a lot of vintage 80s McDonald's Halloween commercials, McNugget buddies, and gift certificates and shit like that. So my YouTube algorithm has been pretty fucked, but like in a good way. So I got suggested this Chicken McNugget 1983 McDonald's training video. 18 minutes long.
How many?
I turned the sound off, or no, I didn't.
How are you going to talk about McNuggets for 18 minutes?
No. We don't
it's a
need
training
to do
video.
it for 18 minutes. Oh, yeah, it's a training video, but
But I feel like, hold on, check this out. Watch this. You ready? you get the nuggets out of the freezer. You put the nuggets in the fryer.
Uh-huh.
You put them from the fryer in the little drawer thing, and then you're done with the McNuggets.
Yeah, but Lee, look at this production.
Oh,
Holy
my
shit, that is fucking
God.
These
solid.
are like, I don't know which predates, but these are like maybe it was the Mark 1 of the commercial puppets. They're like, hey, let's test them out in this training video. So this whole thing is narrated by a group of McDonald Land food puppets.
That's fucking wild.
You got Hamburger, you got Big Mac, and then obviously it's well in advance of the McNugget Buddies because these McNugget puppets do not look like the McNugget Buddies that we know. That's apple pie.
God, look
Is
at
that an apple pie?
Apple pie. We got the shake, which is very similar to what we would see later on in the commercials. A couple of fries.
All different fries, yeah.
There's an egg McMuffin back here that's like dressed like an old lady.
What?
So yeah, they go
so
through.
weird.
They go through the whole, process of it does get a little racist because they start going through all the possible sauces, and they use a lot of ethnic stereotypes.
This guy. Okay, yeah.
Oh no.
And then
Ooh, who's she?
She's the honey sauce.
Oh, I
Dip
bet
her
she
in the
is.
honey sauce.
Obviously, I can't believe we had to ask. It's clearly the honey sauce.
Proper storage in the McNuggets, proper prep time, how to use the computer, the different sauces, how to present them to the customers. This talks about how they come in, I think, 5, 9, and 20 piece. And I was like, fuck yeah, 9-piece nugget. 9-piece nugget used to be the shit. 10-piece nugget doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Why 9?
9-piece nugget.
It's very
come on.
weird to be like, I don't know, do I want 5 or maybe 9? I want 9.
I don't know why, but for the longest time it was 9, and it just kind of rolls off the tongue. So anyhow,
You
I
guys
just
have
wanted
seen the Wendy's training video for the drinks, right?
the rap song,
hot
the
drinks?
dance.
Yeah.
I think we watched
Yes.
that on the show. Probably got
Okay,
demonetized.
we must have. Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to,
everyone look up hot drinks. It's so good.
and then also look up Chicken McNuggets 1983 McDonald's training video. It is 18 and a half minutes long, but it's entirely puppets, except for when
It
they
looks
actually have to
delightful.
use the equipment. There's a whole bit where there's a McNugget coach.
What the fuck?
Kind of going through the cooking process. And he's just roasting people. Just like, hey, you're pretty smart for some fries. Bitch.
For some dipshit
So
fries.
check that out on YouTube. Maybe we'll watch that thing on some Twitch bullshit at some point.
That is some wild shit.
To watch it.
Love it.
To watch it.
To watch it.
Put it on a shirt.
You gotta tout it.
You gotta pout.
We're
Pout
going
on
to
the
talk
towel.
about how hard we're going to watch it.
Oh my god, speaking of pouting, holy shit. So the former president was in court yesterday.
He was
Oh my-
pouting.
God, he was pouting.
The old toad goblin himself.
It's kind of nuts, man. Like I said, for a while, like I can't wrap my head around someone being like an ardent. I don't understand, like being like a culty Trump supporter. I don't get it, like because like I've there's not a single politician that I've ever been like, yeah, you know what I need? A flag adorned with this person's name. And I want to build most of my personality around this. It's fucking weird. It's a very weird thing that's happening right now.
Especially when you
dipshit.
compare to Joe Biden and people who voted for Joe Biden, and like, we don't give a shit. Like, he could have been anybody. He's a meat bag.
Yeah. But like, so now here he is, and he's got like 7,000 criminal proceedings against him. And so the trials are coming up, and he's in court, and, you know, it's not like he got on the witness stand and suddenly his whole personality changed, right? He was still the same fucking dude, but now it's like, you know, on the record, could potentially have criminal implications. And he gets up and basically starts shit-talking the judge to his face.
The judge who, granted, because his lawyer fucked up the paperwork, is the only person deciding this case.
Yeah,
No
it's not a
jury.
Jury trial.
It's just the judge, and he just keeps talking shit to the judge.
And not like, and again, it's Trump. So it's not like in a clever, like, thinly veiled way.
Yeah,
He basically looks him in the face and is like, you're a corrupt piece of shit and this whole thing's rigged.
Yeah.
I said it, so it's true.
And, you know, the way that they describe it, so, like, it sounds like the judge was, like, and some of the lawyers, like, kind of hot in the morning, kind of, you know, going back and forth from a little bit. But then it sounds like by the end of the day, the judge is doing a crossword puzzle, looking at Trump's legal team going, are you going to fucking stop him? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah, and Trump's legal team was like, honestly, I think he's doing a wonderful job.
We feel like it's great to just let him talk. They figure if they let him talk, he'll do their work for him by incriminating himself.
Yeah. And they'll be like, we couldn't have possibly won.
Like, he asks him a fucking yes or no question, and he goes off for like 5 minutes on some nonsense.
The best was when they asked him what he was doing about something, and he was like, well, I was, busy in the White House worrying about China. They were like, this was in 2021. You were not the president.
Well, I was supposed to be.
Yeah, but I was prepping.
Trying to stop windmills.
Yes, when he went on the big
Trump also
sidetrack
went
about
on
how he hates
rally-
not windmill guy.
Trump also went on a rally-style tangent during his disposition. Speaking about offshore windmills in Scotland, he said they're probably killing whales, which are washing up to shore, which nobody's ever seen before. Many whales are coming in where they're doing it up in New England. No, I'm not a fan of wind. It's like, what?
He's not a fan of wind. I don't know.
What was the
I
one
don't know what to tell you.
where he was
I have
making...
no idea what that refers to, but I just can't imagine a scenario where a windmill kills a whale. I don't understand.
He's got a
They're changing
boner
yeah,
the
chops
against,
it up.
tides.
he's got a boner
Chops it
against
up
the
with its big
windmills
old blades.
because it's something to do with his golf course in Ireland or Scotland. Like, he doesn't like the way they look from his golf course, so he hates windmills and he hates wind.
Hates windmills because they're
I
killing.
hate the wind. I hate it on my face. It always.
They're killing the whales. They're beaching themselves. No one's ever seen it before.
I hate it. It's always in my face and it burns my eyes.
Trump's attorney Chris Keyes argued earlier in the day that Judge Engoron should allow Trump to give answers in his own way. Quote, with this witness, it's far more efficient to listen and take it all in, Keyes said earlier, prompting Wallace, who is with the Attorney General's office, to laugh.
Like, oh yeah, we're taking it in all right. Taking in every last
Isn't there
drop.
one that he started to answer and the judge was like, just stop. Like, no.
And he's like, but it is.
So fucking weird. And there's people like, yep, that's my guy.
Oh, fucking,
Yeah. And then he called somebody a hater, right? Like, under oath on stand.
Yes.
I think he called like the other lawyers haters.
Yeah. He called the Attorney General and the judge haters.
Like, that's what you want from, former president of the United States in his criminal deposition.
And
you're
this guy
all
wants to be
haters.
the next president.
Yeah.
If I was the judge, I would have called back for it to be read.
The stenographer had to be like,
Yeah.
fuck, okay.
Read that
They're
back for me
haters.
real quick. What was that?
Not only does he want to be president, he probably will be president.
Yeah.
The stenographer's like, is that HATERS or H8TERS? I don't know.
Is there a Z at the end?
Yeah.
So fucking weird.
Big Z's.
And
Only the
Biden-
biggest Z's.
Biden losing to Trump in some polls.
Of course he is.
He's yeah.
And the Democrats deserve that because
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done
Wait,
nothing
how
to
do
give
you
away this
not-
election.
how do you not have somebody better than Biden or Trump?
Yeah.
It's all fucked. It's
quite
all
a
The
fair
whole
How-
thing is just
How
depressing.
fucking dare you?
They're not getting me this time with the whole, we got to make sure Trump doesn't get into office or else things will be bad. Because things just keep getting worse either way.
Yeah. This is just how things are now.
Yeah.
fucking wild. Absolutely fucking wild. So we got, we're back to more which crazy grandpa is going to win again. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. Fucking
It's going to be
real
a
neat, y'all.
either way. It will be a fucking shit show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Again.
last time there was an actual insurrection.
Last time on
Can't be
the
much
election.
worse than last time, Jose.
Yeah, last time on America.
That was
Yeah,
the day I
no.
had my LASIK.
The last time I heard it can't get any worse, the booth didn't show up. We had to go to Home Depot, buy a bunch of wood, and build it out of wood. So it can get worse.
You think we might have to build the next president? 'Cause I'm down. Let's do it.
We can
Fucking
build
weird.
him.
Ooh, there's Weird Science, the sequel.
Next president's getting
Two
giant
horny dudes.
tits.
Build the next president.
Let's just get
Weird Science, the president.
let's get a store mannequin, drill a hole into it, and stuff a fleshlight in there,
I like where
and
this
then
is going.
and then
Weird
get it
Science.
set
Sounds
by
great.
lightning. Get it struck by lightning like the clock tower in Back to the Future.
Fucking Oingo Boingo sales go through the roof.
you weird Science, the president to come down. It's just George Washington with tits.
Ooh.
And Nice has the drill, just like
Weird Science.
get over here, George.
Ugh. George Washington with great big titties. Weird Science, the president. Holy shit! Fucking ridiculous.
All right, I got some results. I googled
Continue
George
results?
Washington with tits,
Oh,
and he's got tits on his face. Oh,
that's-
that one's not bad. This isn't George Washington, I don't think.
I like that one.
Weird Science.
There's George Washington with. How about George Washington with titties? Might
There you go.
yield better results.
yeah.
Now these are all
I thought-
pretty terrible.
I thought
Oh.
AI could do this shit.
There you go.
What the
Abraham
Tit
Lincoln with a
old
titty
biddies.
beard.
Oh, he got a titty beard.
Tig old biddies. No?
George Washington with tig old biddies. I think that's a little specific.
George
Careful,
Washington,
AI is gonna get ideas.
George Washington, big natural. That is an excellent name for a punk band.
All right, this week we're doing a draft on George Washington tit names.
Here we
So-
go. Big George Washington, big naturals.
Oh,
Whew, fucking great.
Nice. I feel like I need you to explain to me the episode art.
That's Wyclef Jean. He sang "Gone Till November." It's November.
We're gone until November.
Okay.
It's currently November. If you didn't
Yes.
listen to Lee,
I didn't know the song.
you don't know the
Reverend
song?
Rob.
I don't know the song.
You never heard
Oh,
the
that's-
song?
That's
I
depressing.
don't think I've ever heard the song.
Have you sung the song?
I
Have
don't
you-
think I have.
Dedicate this record to Carnival to all you brothers taking long trips
Hey,
down
This
south,
came out like
And I'll
3
be
years
real.
after he was born.
Baltimore, all around the
Yeah, that doesn't
world,
sound familiar.
gets this message
Don't demonetize us, YouTube.
tonight, and this what I
It was a joke, YouTube.
Every time
We're
I make
trying to educate right now. This
Yeah,
is-
Wyclef
yeah.
has plenty.
I got nothing for it. for
It's
this
all
one.
right.
I don't
It's
recognize
a
it.
jam though. It's a bop.
That whole album was fun.
The Carnival.
Fucking wild. So yeah, I
You
don't
know the
have-
Fugees, right, Kelly?
I don't believe I do.
You know Lauryn Hill?
That I
You
know.
don't know
Okay.
the Fugees?
Lauryn Hill was a Fuji first.
Lauryn Hill,
Oh.
Wyclef, and Praz were Fugees. You know, Praz was in Mystery Men.
Played
Okay.
"Killing Me Softly." That was their come out big hit.
Yes.
Yeah. I got fuck all else to talk about except for fucking Spider-Man 2, y'all.
Lee, first
There
off,
we are.
I would like you to tell me how right I am that you should have just started playing it.
And so the reason I didn't start until last weekend is because I was out of town, went on vacation with the missus.
Good reason.
And then, well, yeah. And then when I got back, I wanted to finish the game I'd been playing for a while.
That's a bad reason.
It was the Midnight Suns Marvel game, and it's pretty cool. Like the play style is very unique. It's like a one part tactical RPG, one part explore the island, one part like relationship fucking sim. It's very odd, but it's fun.
You be boning in that?
No, it's more like maintaining friendships and shit like that. Because if your friendship level goes up, then they get better passive abilities, and then at the end of the game, who it pairs you with for the final boss fight is the four people you
Your
have the
bros.
highest friendship with, which is kind of wild. So
Okay, so keep that in mind with the ending and who you want
Yeah.
to be with.
but it's really cool. The story is really good. Like it's kind of what it felt a lot of times what they wanted that Avengers game to be. So you create your main character person at the beginning, and you're fucking running around with Ghost Rider and Captain America and Doctor Strange and Hulk. Like there's like 16 characters by the end. It's a big cast. Good voice acting. Like it's pretty cool. And your guy is like this resurrected demon hunter, and you're trying to kill his mom. Because she's back and she's a big demon lady, and she's trying to resurrect Chthon using the Darkhold. You're trying to find the Darkhold to fulfill a prophecy, so Chthon will come back. Like there we go. Yeah, fulfilling the prophecy. And so along the way, like she does shit uses some magic and gamma radiation to make super Hydra soldiers, and let's see what else. She blows up the Sanctum Sanctorum, and she kidnaps the Hulk, and they destroy Avengers Tower, and they do all this evil bad guy shit. And then you get to the fucking end. Oh, and throughout the game, many, many times, she appears to you in your dreams between days, and she says some cryptic bullshit, and your responses are always something to the tune of, "Hey, fuck you, Mom. We're gonna come and kill you. We're not gonna let you get away with this shit." And she's like, "Oh, but the prophecy and shit like that." And then you get to the end, you go to kick Mom's ass, and Mom's like, "What are you talking about, you silly gooses? I'm not trying to bring Chthon back. I'm trying to stop him. I've just been doing all this evil shit for, I don't know, no reason, I guess."
What?
And it's just the most half-assed. Like, this was not a plot that needed a twist, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it put me in a bad mood. And Kelly is like, "See, I should have been playing Spider-Man." And you know what? I should have been playing Spider-Man, because that
Should've
shit
been
is
playing Spider-Man.
delightful from the minute you fire it up. It is
Sure the fuck
wonderful.
is. Now,
So
where
good.
are you? I don't want to say anything I shouldn't say.
I am about to go to Dr. Connors' house
okay.
after the building. Again, trying to be kind of vague. After the building gets blown up,
Yes,
and
yes.
shit's real terrible, they're gonna go to Connors' house.
Okay, cool. I platinumed the game over the weekend, so I am fully
I'm
done.
Probably going to platinum this one as well. Like I don't
It's
typically
easy
do
enough
that.
to do.
Yeah, because it's like
The hardest trophy to get was the one where you have to glide from the financial district to Astoria. But once you figure out like the flight path you need to take, it's not that bad.
Yeah, because they have the web wings in this one. They can call the wings out and glide around the city. And the transition from swinging to gliding, back to swinging, it's so fucking fun, y'all. It's so cool.
Yeah. It's so
seamless,
smooth.
And it's so smooth. And no matter what position you're in, like while you're flying through the air, and you tap the triangle button to deploy the wings, it's not like it just cuts and the wings are out. Like they move and land like, horizontally, to glide like in the matter of a moment. Like it's just so fucking great.
And like
so
just
good.
for how smooth the game is, like the fast travel is incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't use it a ton, but like sometimes, just need to get from one place to another real fast. Like that, it's so smooth. It's seconds.
Yeah, it's instantaneous, really, and it
That's
puts you
super
in-
impressive.
It's
it puts
incredible.
you-
And you can just switch characters just as quickly, too.
And it's kind of reminded me of Grand Theft Auto 4. Like when you switch characters, sometimes they'll be doing neat shit. Like you switch to Miles, and you catch him mid selfie on the ground taking a photo with somebody on the street. And you hop up and start doing your thing. Oh yeah, and when you're swinging around doing like random crimes and shit like that, as one Spider-Man, you get
Solving
there, start beating
crimes,
up
not
guys.
doing crimes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, doing crime things, solving crimes. So you get there and you're fighting guys, and then the other Spider-Man shows up and joins you, and they banter back and forth while beating the shit out of dudes, and then he pimps away.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
It's fun to like happen upon some like you're like, oh, I need to go stop this break-in, and like Miles is already there,
Yeah.
and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm jumping in on this. We're halfway done.
Yeah.
That's free experience.
And and it's like the first one where all this like the little collectibles and stuff, like none of it's outrageous, It's,
No, you want to
fun
get it
do.
all.
Yeah. I got the last of the spider bots last night.
Okay,
And-
nice.
Yes.
Opens up a portal and talks to Delilah from the 2099 world, and the little peek into her world, they look like high
New York
res
City?
PS3 graphics. Like,
That's where she is, right? New York City.
Yes.
she's in the bar with no name.
No, she's in New York City because he wants to know what it's like.
But it's pretty wild. Like it's just everything about it is cool.
Concrete jungles where dreams are made of.
Yeah, that's one thing they always never get right. Even though the crowd density is very impressive, it's still in New York.
Yeah. It feels like there aren't as many people walking around as the previous game.
Maybe that's the sacrifice you got to make to have an infinitely drawable city. It's
I think
crazy.
it's a bug. Because I was watching this video and a guy found there's one house in Queens where people just keep spawning out of the back of it, and then they just all hang out in this one place's backyard.
Really.
Yeah.
That's
And
kinda
like
great.
just every minute or so, someone comes out of like each door in this like row of houses, and then there's just a line of people in the backyard. And like they don't like if you go by them, they'll react, but other than that, they just stand perfectly still.
I kind of love that little.
Yeah.
Even with something that polished and that wonderful, to have like little weird shit like that you find once in a while, I don't mind it.
Well, did you
gotta
see
mind
the Craven throne room that they found?
No.
Someone clipped through the map and was just looking around underneath the map, and they found like a deleted Craven throne room that's got
No
like
shit.
some Easter eggs and shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's tons of that stuff too. A lot of the Easter egg stuff is nuts, like just little neat things. And early on, talking about warping around and fast travel and draw speeds and whatnot. Early on, there's a mission where Black Cat steals the wand of Watum out of the Sanctum Sanctorum, and as you're chasing her around, like you're going through portals and you're ending up on
That was so
opposite
cool.
sides of the city. One portal leads you like, and you're like in the Arctic next to icebergs and shit like that, and it's all immediate. It's one of the most technically impressive things I've ever seen.
They rendered
Very
like
cool.
an entire Arctic area and you're in there for all of 5 seconds.
Yeah, no time at all. Like it's not. Yeah. If I made it sound like you stopped and had a fight, you didn't. They built it, designed it, rendered it. Like I said, for you to go from point A to point B in a matter of seconds, it's so wild.
Yeah, I loved it. It's so good.
When Peter finally does get the symbiote, like the attacks are cool and like super overpowered, and when you hit the kind of like mega kick-ass mode when you're playing the symbiote, the controller like whispers spooky shit at you while you're fighting. Like it's so badass.
Yeah,
so much
it's so
fun,
cool.
And he just starts throwing fuckers.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good.
The symbiote punch is so good. Just getting dudes across the room.
It's perfect.
I'm very excited.
Already
for you
anxious
to get
for the
further.
DLC.
I know.
I think when I finally pull the trigger on a PlayStation, I'm gonna look for the one that comes with it.
Yeah, that
If
one
they have
looks really cool.
like a
The
bundle.
only thing that's weird about that one is you get the PlayStation, you get Spider-Man, and it's like a PlayStation themed Spider-Man, but it costs more than buying a PlayStation and a Spider-Man. Like you're also paying for the styling. It's like why?
Yeah.
The
exclusivity.
Xbox is different. They don't have just like where it just comes with the game for same prices.
They might. I think they don't yet, but I wouldn't be shocked if you get.
Because like I don't need like the Spider-Man. I mean, how much more is it?
Keep an eye out for that. Like that's something I could see them releasing as a bundle, maybe closer to the end of the year.
You could also like just get you can get.
I mean, yeah. Worst case, I just buy it. Whatever.
You can get plates and stuff too for your PlayStation. Like just they pop off and on real easy for like visual, just little cosmetic shits. Like that's
Keep
no
talking
problem.
dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee, as you're playing, I will say, do the flame missions as they unlock because they tie together with the main story really well by the end.
Yeah, that's good. I try to do stuff like that. Like I did. I think I went through and I kind of did all the music history stuff kind of at one time and the Mysterio challenges at one time. Oh, that's the thing too. One of the 3 lines is about Miles trying to recover stolen pieces for this cultural museum for music. And so and then you walk the museum, so that means
it's
on top of everything else,
the museum's really cool.
Yeah, on top of everything else, they designed a real ass museum exhibit,
like virtual museum museum to walk through
and real music. It's that's one of those that it takes you a second to realize what's happening.
Yeah,
as you're walking,
and you're like, huh, I'm learning shit.
You're like, oh, I'm actually in a museum for a second. And like all this crazy artwork that's around the city, like they commissioned artists and found art, like it's nuts. The love is palpable in this fucking game. It's very cool. Yeah. Cannot say enough wonderful things about it.
Yeah, it highly recommended. It's probably my game of the year.
The Spider-Man games still. They are the best superhero games ever. Sorry, Arkham. You ain't got shit on Spider-Man.
No, that's high praise.
It's the fucking truth, though.
Because, I don't doubt it. I mean, I'm ready. I just haven't.
Oh, yeah, because when you do it, you'll have Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2 to play.
Yeah, I'd be starting from 1 and just fucking.
You're going to have a good time.
Party.
Oh, I'm gonna take a month off. And just... See, that's my TV. Like the lady likes her shows, but like my shows are the game thing. You know what I mean?
And
like,
it's really cool too. They do some really fun stuff with like the Spidey lore. That it's still very much Spider-Man, but it's not the same Spider-Man you've seen before. And it's really good that way. I like it. Just little tweaks or changes or just little things here or there. They're like, oh, I can appreciate this as a different thing. It's fun, good stuff. It's like the best stuff you'd see like an adaptation of some kind. And I've not seen anything that makes me like roll my eyes. Not once, which is kind of nuts when you consider the scope of it all.
The Danica cast.
Well, that's just real life now.
Yeah, Danica sucks.
Yeah, Danica's not great.
Real Lib Cook energy.
But she fits in that world for sure.
Yeah.
Because Danica exists, I promise you that. Probably a lot of Danicas out there.
Justice for J. Jonah Jameson. He
What you
just
got
wants
going
to
on,
see
Nice?
pictures of Spider-Man.
Just want some spider pics.
Did he get murdered?
No.
Oh.
Not yet. Spoilers. What if Kelly's like, yeah, that's the last act? Like, what?
Yeah.
J.
Miles
Jonah
kills J. Jonah Jameson, and you have to bring him to justice.
drops him off
What
a
a
fucking
twist.
bridge.
Oh my god. What you got going on, Nice?
Just trying to stay busy to keep the bad thoughts at bay.
Hey, I respect that. Did I tell you, how about playing Spider-Man all weekend?
Yeah, have you considered playing a Spider-Man?
I play Fortnite, and that fills that. Just
There's
kinda...
no bad thoughts in Spider-Man.
Just
You don't have bad thoughts in Fortnite. It's all murder boners. It's
Yeah,
all
but
good shit.
didn't Lee talk about that the controller starts talking to you?
yeah, just a little
Oh.
bit, but it's fun.
Yeah. Because then you're like, yes, Venom, I would like to beat the shit out of these dudes. You're right.
So on Halloween, I was going through all of our decorations and shit, seeing if I could, spooky up the place a little bit more at the last minute. And I found a bunch of old, like, treat bags from the Poptoberfest days. And we bought a shitload of Halloween candy from Ollie's. I went twice and spent like $30 at Ollie's, and that's a shitload of candy.
That's a lot of candy at Ollie's.
So I found all these treat bags. I'm like, man, I was feeling the spirit. I was like, I'm going to fill these treat bags so that when these kids get home and they dump out all their candy and they open up this bag, they're like, this house hooked me the fuck up. So
Like, look at all this
Yeah.
fentanyl.
Look at all this shit. Fucking CBD gummies, condoms,
Fucking weed cookies.
Spider
He threw a
webs.
vape pen in there.
Some one-chip challenges.
cookie
A
dough bites,
Sacagawea dollar.
toothbrush.
Fucking pickle.
So I spent the afternoon putting together these little bundles, and I had 20 bundles. No, it was 25, and I did 15 non-peanut and 10 with peanut. We got 2 whole fucking trick-or-treaters.
Oh,
2.
that sucks.
So, for the past week, we've been taking bundles of Halloween candy and just opening them up and going through them. And that's not going to be good for any of us. But it's convenient.
Oh, I bet. You did all the work ahead of time.
Yeah.
Just
What
take
do
a
they call it?
bundle of
That's,
Halloween candy and throw it in the street.
That's, I think they call that meal planning, Nice. You did
Yeah,
a good job
for
there.
real.
Yeah.
For real. So, yeah, there's that. We burned through the new season of Shoresy, which is fantastic.
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
And then final season of Letterkenny is coming out the 2 days after Christmas. I did not realize
Final, huh?
it was the final
End of an
season.
era.
So excited for that.
I'll give
Give
your
your
bug.
fucking ball to tug.
And then that's it. I wanted to talk about that McNugget training video, but we already took care of that.
That is so weird.
But like
You
I
tell
said
me
it to
with that
Mary.
technology we haven't advanced as a peoples.
As a society.
I said to Mary, it had to have been, like I said, they were trying to test out the puppets for possible TV commercials, and these were like the Mark I puppets. But also, consider you're a kid getting a job at McDonald's. Sure, it might be a little like cheesy and cringe, but what better way to learn your job than a bunch of puppets telling you how to do it?
Yeah.
I was enthralled. I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking get in the trenches. Let's make some McNuggets.
Oh yeah,
I did
gotta
my
tell ya,
stand at the McDonald's
Yeah.
at the McArches.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch any cool puppet training videos?
Fuck no, but I did flood the grease pit.
Did you watch any training videos?
Shit.
Fuck no, but he flooded the grease pit.
Yeah.
Did you have to clean up a bunch of grease?
But yeah, I flooded the grease pit.
So I didn't know if you did that and it just been like, all right, cool, I quit.
I mean, you know, we fucked up. We made the mess.
The grease pit that just moonwalks out of the restaurant.
And you
Like,
probably
nope, I'm out of here.
you probably wouldn't even have to work too hard to moonwalk. You probably just kind of slide out of there.
Yeah.
Slide.
Grease pit, isn't that where the kids on 90210 went?
Huh.
That sounds like some real season 3 Riverdale energy.
No, it was the peach pit.
Archie, you gotta fight your way out of the grease pit if you want to get out of prison.
against this bear who's
Needs
in jail for multiple murders.
He's all greased up, and you're gonna have a rough time wrestling him.
You're gonna smell real bad.
Sumo rules.
All right,
He's
Mahoney,
got-
what happens? You and a bear in a wrestling ring. You're both greased up, and you have to grapple.
Well, the gross part about that is the fur, right? Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna come out of it covered in fur. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
but
disgusting.
even with the fur, you still got stuff to grab onto.
Yeah, like the bear got nothing to grab on me.
Nah.
I'm taking
a hairless
fistfuls
baby.
of greasy hair and just ripping them out and beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So I think
Fistful
by
of
the
hair.
end, the bear is pounding its paw on the ground, begging for the match to stop.
Mahoney, what is your ideal scenario of murdering a bear?
I have all those pictures on our PoP Discord.
No, that was a wrestle, I thought. Was that murder?
Yeah, I literally end it by snapping its neck.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
true.
said, "I
That's
wrestle
true.
it to
Yes.
death,
Yes.
motherfucker."
With your bare hands. No pun intended.
Exactly. I don't even know how to find that. It's so far back, but yeah, I recall that I kicked it in the like in the stomach, and then I believe I kneed it in the face, and I know I at one point climbed up onto the balcony and elbow dropped it, and then I distinctly remember that it ended with me twisting its head around to break its neck, and then throwing my hands in the air in triumph.
Like Professor X.
Yeah, like Professor X.
You live here?
Yeah, if you want to see the detailed description of me killing a bear, it's out on our PoP Discord somewhere.
Discord.panelsonpages.com.
.net .twat.
There's a whole discussion about a podcast I had no idea existed.
It's a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel is no longer existing.
Well, it's still around. What happened was they fired the lead editor when they're like, hey, we need all these videos to perform this well. And the guy's like, that's fucking not going to happen.
And these guys are a bunch of magicians?
Yes.
The escapists,
One of them
right?
is named Yahtzee.
Yahtzee!
Yahtzee. He's a very curmudgeonly British man.
Someone was like,
I'm so clumsy.
Yahtzee Crawshaw, and I'm like, oh, was fucking Boggle McStuffins busy that day?
Yeah, I went and unfollowed the Escapist and subscribed to their new YouTube channel already.
Look at that. Fucking Kelly's ride or die, y'all.
Hey, if you make decent videos, I'll watch them. They go on in the background while I do other stuff.
Talking about YouTube, have any of you guys seen this Boogie 2988 documentary that's on YouTube?
No, what is it?
Do you remember Boogie 2988?
No.
No.
He's
I
like
feel like I should.
old school, one of the first YouTubers. He's the big fat guy that does the table flip. He was the character
Francis.
Oh.
Yeah. Francis, where he like smashed his Xbox in the middle of the street. So the documentary is about how he essentially got canceled for a laundry list of things, the least of which was not the least of which was not actually, I'm wording this wrong, but he said the N-word on Twitter a lot. Apparently.
All right.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
So lost a lot of steam from that, and then apparently, he got real rich real quick, and then got a divorce, and was spending upwards of $200,000 on prostitutes on an annual basis.
That
And
is a
Hey,
lot.
spend it while you got it.
well, he don't got it no more.
Hey, but he
doc-
never would have got it if he didn't spend it.
The documentary is
Yeah.
about it. The documentary, the through line of it all is the tally of like his bank account. So like every scene, you see how his bank account's going lower and lower.
That's
At one
wild.
point, it goes negative.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So yeah,
Too
we
many
watched
hookers.
that this afternoon. Unwholesome.
All right, I found it. I found our Discord thread.
Oh.
Nice. Yep. Headlock.
Yep.
Knee to the face.
Yep. Then it tries to get tall, but I of course
You are
am also
taller.
tall.
Elbow drop. Kick in
Yeah.
the face. God damn. And then neck snap.
Yeah.
With the
There's
Van
no
Damme
greater
scream at the
counter
end.
than also tall.
Exactly. Hey, like, oh no, the bear! Look, he's so tall. Fuck off! I'm tall.
I play also tall.
Well, you guys, I think we're okay with AI because I have signed up for 4 different AI generators, and not a single one of them will make George Washington with tits.
I mean, I found the Cindy Crawford picture from George Magazine, but I mean, that'll do in the meantime.
It's all this violates our community guidelines.
But-
Or, we don't like this
Ugh.
language. Like, ugh, fucking.
George
What are you, my
George
fucking
Washington didn't
grandma?
have big naturals.
Yeah, and I'm just pretty
Yeah,
shocked.
did you try George Washington Big Naturals?
Yes!
No, Lee.
Oh.
Lee, go the other way. Go look up somebody who's just stacked, but with George Washington's head on him.
I just can't believe that there wasn't a cosplayer that did George Washington with huge tits. Like, it's just
Lee,
real.
try
I'm just-
Angela White George Washington.
I'm oh, I bet that exists.
Nailed it.
That'll be a while, so we'll talk about something else.
Yeah.
Jose, how's your week?
Fucking computer's like inputting.
I'm gonna need
Oh,
another
God.
minute.
This is
Enhance.
the beginning of us weird
Oh.
sciencing the president.
Oh.
Enhance.
Oh my
Must
god.
do
It's gonna work.
research.
Did
Did
it
it
do
work?
it?
This, holy shit.
Was I right?
It worked, but not like you think it would.
That's what she said.
We've created a monster.
Science.
Weird president.
I'll get the drill.
Dropped in the chat.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh,
But you can also kind of see it. Like,
yeah, no, I can see it.
I don't know.
Huh.
That doesn't look like Angela White. I mean,
The eyes.
the eyes
the
a little
eyes,
bit,
the
but
nose, the chin.
Boo. You suck,
no.
AI.
I can see it.
You watch too much porn.
Sorry, we don't all have a porn addiction, Kelly.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Aye.
Sometimes you just want a snack.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Farm to table.
Where do you guys stand on the Almond Joy and Mounds debate?
I don't fuck with either
What's-
one of them.
I need an almond joy, but what do I need a Mounds for? Get out of
What's
here.
the Mounds? Is the Mounds the one? It just doesn't have the
I like the
coconut?
Mounds because it's dark chocolate.
No, the Mounds just doesn't have the coconut, so it's just a bunch of almonds.
No,
No,
no.
are they all with the coconut?
Almond
Do they all
Joy's
put-
got nuts. Mounds don't, and it's
Yeah, literally the theme
they're
song.
both coconut.
Okay,
but
so they're all the
according to Kelly,
coconut and chocolate. One's got nuts.
and according
Yeah.
to Kelly, Mounds is
Singular,
darker
single
chocolate.
nut, one almond at the top.
Yeah. And
Was it
Mounds
born
is
that
dark
way?
chocolate, though.
Ooh, I love dark
Oi.
I'm hardcore. I'll take them both.
Why
Yeah.
can't I have the other in? Do they make the other in dark chocolate as well?
They do not.
They don't? Which
They
one's
do
dark
not.
chocolate?
Mounds.
We've said it
Really?
like 9 times.
I don't know.
So if you got them Mounds, you got that dark chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't fuck with coconut, so I can take it.
Oh, coconut's so good, dude.
Dude, I love coconut.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't fuck
coconut.
with coconut.
Especially that,
Nah.
like, chewy, just...
Hey, AI
Sweet.
coconut, Angela White.
Yeah, that's like Reese peanut butter to regular peanut butter, coconut to
Yeah.
coconut. Like that barely even counts as coconut.
Are you fucking talking shit about Reese's peanut butter?
No,
I'm not
what he's
talking
saying
shit
is-
about Reese. Okay, first of all, there's 2 different kinds of Reese's peanut butter. There's Reese peanut butter in the jar, and
Which
there's
is
Reese
awesome.
peanut butter inside of a peanut butter cup.
Which
Right.
is
And the Reese
awesome.
peanut butter inside of a peanut butter cup is totally different than the peanut butter that you would get in a jar. And that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying is the
peanut
difference
butter
between
in
the
name only
coconut
at that
in a
point, yeah.
Mounds and the coconut that Lee is experiencing out in the world.
Oh my god,
Okay.
give me a jar
I'll
of the
admit it.
coconut, the Mounds coconut.
Oh, wow.
Lee's just
big
going
old
around trying to
jar of
peel a
Mounds.
coconut like it's a peanut.
Leaving the shells on the floor.
Yeah.
Lee
The
just
lime in it?
walking into his house being like, this is a lovely bunch of coconuts.
How is there not even a George Washington porn parody?
Maybe just George Washington's one of them off limits. Hey, you don't fuck with George. Like nobody wants to fuck with
No.
George.
Yeah, you know what I think we're realizing? We've found an underserved market. I think this is
Yeah.
our break.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of doing it for me, just the idea of it. So we got at least one person who's into it.
Yeah, make it feeling patriotic all of a sudden.
What if I did Founding Fathers porn parody? Or would it be
We call it
Founding
the
Mothers?
Pounding Fathers.
Oh,
File the
Yeah.
trademark on that right now.
There's got to be like a fucking Hamilton porno out there.
Oh, there
somewhere,
definitely is a Hamilton porn parody, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, I
Oh.
bet if there isn't, we could get Tito to be in it.
Tito, you want to be in a Hamilton porn parody? You can be Eliza.
When's Lin Manuel Miranda gonna get canceled? I'm waiting for that day.
Everybody hates him now. He's already
Yeah,
basically
But,
canceled.
like we need him full
He
on.
didn't even need
canceled.
anything to happen to get canceled. People were just like, you know what?
I've
Go
had enough
away.
of you,
Yeah,
you
basically.
strange little man.
get out of here, you!
All right. I can't show it for too long, but
The butthole.
So where are you showing it?
yeah,
Where are you showing
yeah,
it?
yeah. There. I don't see a butthole on the screen, but there is a little cartoon wiener. But that's not the focus.
Did you? Oh my god, you didn't search Pounding Fathers, did you?
No, I found George Washington porn parody, and I found some art of George Washington laying on an American flag, and all you can see is his the top of his nuts.
Oh, God. Like they did back in the day.
Where's this Angela White coconuts?
Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. You know what? We know a guy who draws almost exactly like that.
I was thinking literally the exact same thing.
It's not a 0% chance that he drew that picture.
No, that's better than anything that person can draw.
I love that his chest hair just looks like he got dirty.
Well, I mean, it was the fucking 1700s. I bet he did get dirty.
Oh, there's that Angelo White coconuts.
I don't know why I responded in the group chat. Like, we're all just talking right now.
You just want it to be reflected in the record.
Yeah.
You should. Never mind.
Oh, pussy.
Like, shit. Was it Jose's turn, I think? I don't remember.
No,
Well, that's
Kelly
Jose's
threw to
week.
Jose.
You go
Oh.
tell us about
Man.
your weekly.
I'm trying to think. What the fuck did I do?
You talked about something, didn't you?
AI, you disgust me. This is not working. I'm so upset.
Huh.
Someone's coughing up a storm back there.
Glaucoma test. And congratulations, everyone in the house passed.
Flying colors. Look at those colors go.
So good for everybody. Shit.
You guys see when all those NFT bros got their fucking eyeballs burnt out of their
Oh,
Hell yeah.
so fucking
idiots.
funny.
Couldn't have happened to a better group of dudes.
I was
Yeah,
thinking, so they were. One of the things I read is that, so it was a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT conference, Ape Fest, and they had a big concert with a bunch of installations that were like ultraviolet light, like glowy, like Batman Forever. But apparently, whoever installed the lights used the COVID killing UV lights that don't have like protection on them.
Oh, because he probably got them for cheap. because-
Probably got them cheap because they're in China. Probably got a fucking wholesale pallet of UV, bacteria killing lights, and all these dumb NFT idiots were just staring at unprotected UV lights for hours. Woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't fucking see.
But if
Imagine
you're
just
at a-
waking up and being like, "Oh, I'm blind now."
Yeah.
Fuck.
that sounds exactly like something that would happen at an NFT party.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
you really can't.
They're like, I
feel
can't
too
see my
sorry.
ape.
Where's my grape ape?
I feel like we need more of this shit to happen, where events where awful people flock to, like something bad happens.
Yeah.
That's called natural selection.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a tsunami or something.
Well, yeah, but that's unfair. A tsunami isn't them doing it to themselves.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
Like
like
this
Fire
is
Fest
this is
That
too.
is
them.
fair.
They did this to themselves. This is
Unless
nobody
it's like
else
fire-
but them that did this to them.
Okay, a tsunami would work in the situation where it's like a fire fest on a private island was scheduled in the middle of tsunami season.
And they
Yeah.
still decided to go.
Yeah.
Yes, a booze cruise
Right.
Yeah.
right in the middle of the hurricane, or like a hurricane sightseeing cruise.
I like it.
Yeah, that you did to yourself.
Like, why can't like
Angela
explosive-
White boob cruise tsunami. Enter.
like a strain of explosive diarrhea should go through a Trump event at some point. And it ends up being like the stand, and everybody just
We make the most wonderful chocolate rivers, don't we, folks?
oh
Oh
god.
God, not the chocolate river.
You guys, we never really talked about that poor person who had running diarrhea on that plane that had to be turned back around. You guys remember that story from a
What?
few weeks back?
No.
I'm not sure. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, there was a commercial flight where someone was trying to make it to the bathroom and ended up shitting water out of their pants and all down the aisle of the plane after they had already taken off, and they had to turn around and land because it was a medical waste incident, hazardous waste.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not flying next to this fucking piece of shit this whole time.
But like you assume this person didn't mean to shit themselves. Like they already
that don't mean that shit ain't in the aisle. Though.
They already
Turn
have
the
the
bitch around.
embarrassment of shitting themselves in public, but now you're fucking everyone's travel day.
Yeah,
And they're
not
like,
only did
guess
you
what?
shit your pants, you ruined 200 people's day.
Yeah.
This was a prank. 9/11 into the building.
Into the building.
Yeah, at that point, if you shit yourself on a flight, you better just make sure that thing ends up on the ground. In pieces.
It's horrendous. Horrendous.
There was
I
that
saw
other-
on Twitter that AEW wrestler Anthony Bowens had someone shit on the floor next to his seat
Yes!
on an airplane
Yes!
recently.
This was after the shitwater incident. Apparently, this is a thing now. People shitting themselves on flights.
Great. That's something we want in the fucking zeitgeist. Wonderful. Just what we need.
Didn't...
Yo, TikTok, check this out. I'm about to poop on this plane.
Okay, well...
Right on the floor.
Remember... didn't someone shit on the floor at New York Comic Con this year?
Like in the Glass
yeah.
Palace, the Crystal Palace, right?
They did it at Dragon Con.
Yes.
At least
I was
once.
going to say, like, back in the day, somebody shat in the elevator.
Yeah, but isn't that at Dragon Con? Wasn't that a panel?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that-
that's a
is that how they
feature,
roll
not a
out there?
bug.
Yeah, exactly.
Where else did people shit on the floor?
Well, wasn't there the poop swastika at New York Comic Con years ago?
Poop swastika.
Yes, there was a poop swastika at New York
I
Comic
thought
Con.
poop swastika was New York Comic Con, or was that?
I'm
Star
90%
Wars
sure that was New
Celebration?
York Comic Con.
Yeah, it's not good.
It was like on the wall of the bathroom stall.
You're not really in a good mindset if you're making poop swastikas.
No.
And the poop swastika came before that was like a protected political thing to do.
Yeah, it was before this
Ahead of
whole
his
like
time.
Nazis aren't that bad movement.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in college, I was a rent-a-cop for a while, and
Mhm.
one of my first days, they were like, "All right, guys, the Phantom Shitter's back,"
Oh god.
and there was a guy who periodically somebody would just go on a spree where they just randomly smear shit on the walls of this massive office complex.
Lee, have you seen the guy who goes and locks the people in the escape room?
No.
Okay, so it's an escape room, like a
Uh-huh.
store, like a place of business. And this dude will run up with like a bicycle lock and lock their doors and slide a piece of paper through with the instructions on how to get out.
What?
And
Yeah,
they have
so-
all these security videos of them like trying to stop him from locking the door, and then him just sliding the piece of paper through with the clue to how to unlock the bicycle lock and get out.
That's fucking
So is that the
real life
real
Saw, almost.
escape room, or is that
No,
just
no,
a
this is
dude?
like what he does to the escape room workers. Like,
The
Oh.
business, like the storefront.
yeah,
I
he
see
comes up and locks the front door and gives them a piece of paper with the instructions on a puzzle on how to solve and get the code.
It's really quite brilliant.
Yeah.
And as an escape room employee, you should respect the game.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just want to go home, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you
that-
don't
You
want
do
that
to.
it
better
at like
be-
1:30 in the afternoon. You can't do it at 4:15. I'm
Yeah,
gonna fucking
yeah.
murder you.
Yeah.
It's
Well, you
6
can't
o'clock.
murder him. You're stuck inside.
It's 6
No,
o'clock.
I'll
gotta
kick
go.
that fucking window open. I'm getting out there.
I gotta go shit in my own toilet. I'm not gonna solve your riddles 3. Or at that point, you're like, "Oh, thanks. I don't have to close up now," and you just climb through the ceiling and out.
Or you tell them I'm still on the clock.
Yeah,
It ain't my fault.
yeah. Just call the cops. Be like, "All right, I guess I'll get out when the cops get here." But I'm
Hazard
working
pay.
that entire time. People are wild. The world is a wild place.
World's a vampire.
Yeah.
Set the drain. Oh,
Did
Billy.
you see the video of Billy telling Matt Cardona to go to hell?
I have.
Nope.
It's so weird.
I thought everyone loved Matt Cardona. Why would Billy Corgan be so mean to him?
Why is Billy like that?
Something's up.
Oh, Billy's idea.
At Billy.
Or Billy.
Aunt Billy? Does he look like an ant now? Has he joined the list of rock stars who look like
Liz?
Well, I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like Billy
Paul
Corgan,
McCartney,
while he still had
Steven
hair,
Tyler.
looked like a cool ass ant. But once you go bald, you can't be cool ass ant.
rock
Yeah.
stars die a hero or
Live long
Live
enough
long
to look
enough
like
to
a
become your
lesbian.
aunt.
Rough Peak of an ant?
look at that.
I gotta
that's
tell
the
you.
thing.
No, I see it now that you mention it. I hadn't found the pattern prior, but you're right.
Yeah. Even Bon Jovi's starting to look like you're sophisticated. has
Bon
done some
Jovi's
shit
been
in
an
his
ant for a
life,
while
ant.
now.
Yeah, he's
hell
always
yeah.
looked like an ant.
Yeah, if,
Yeah, Bon Jovi was an ant in the 90s.
Yeah.
if Aunt Bon Jovi came on to me, I might consider it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So you're saying Aunt Bon Jovi can get it
Well,
still?
I mean, just the looks translate well from male to female
Yeah,
for John
I can
Bon
see it.
Jovi. He's a beautiful man, even in his elder
Yeah.
age. And she'd be a
Firecracker.
gentle lover.
Oh.
Firecracker. Go down in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, no shit.
Slippery when wet.
Huh.
What's the Great Sasuke song? It's my life.
Yeah. Remember that time we watched that crazy Japanese man singing Bon Jovi karaoke at 4 a.m?
It is a favorite memory.
And then for me, Lee, and Goat, we got to take a tour of the Superdome afterwards.
What? That's bizarre.
Well, the GPS decided we needed to drive an entire loop around the Superdome on the way home at 4 a.m.
It said,
Well-
"You want to see our best neighborhoods? Let's go."
We're like, we just want to go to bed. And it's like, yeah, bet.
Bet.
It's bed. You meant Superdome?
Oh shit, Super Gnome.
Uh-oh.
Like the Romeo and Juliet and Sherlock Gnomes. It's the third one.
Damn it. Oh shit, somebody's
Oh,
car
ride's
alarm's
here.
going off.
Ubers are here.
Oh,
Time to
okay.
go to the Superdome. Beep, beep. Let's go.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
beep,
that's
beep,
gonna,
Mahoney.
that's gonna be
Beep,
an
beep.
expensive Uber.
Well, especially if we keep them waiting.
Did we ever hear about Jose's week?
I don't think he remembered what happened.
Man,
Yeah,
I
we
had
asked
one.
him what he did, and he basically was like, "I do not know."
I mean,
I
at this point in our lives, if we can't tell you anything that happened in our week, that's a good week. Like that means
Yeah.
like
That
nothing
means
to
no one
report.
made us mad.
I worked. I got upgraded to first class and fucking slept my balls off.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, but you get upgraded to first class. You're just gonna sleep through that? Fucking enjoy the first class of it.
I did. I enjoyed that leg room. I enjoyed that big cushiony pillow. I enjoyed fucking not having my knees pressed up against the back of somebody else's chair as I tried to take a nappy poo.
All right. Bet.
I just enjoyed it in a different way. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool. But also, then what happens if I get motion sickness and now I ain't enjoying shit?
Yeah, then you gotta, you'll end up shitting in the hallway. Or in the
Yeah,
aisleway.
imagine doing that in first class. Now the pilot's really pissed because you shit out in front of their front door.
Oh no, they can
That's
hermetically
just
seal
fucking
that. They're
rude.
not gonna be able to smell your shit.
No,
Yeah, but they don't want to know that they're flying with a piece of shit in front of their door. You just make them uncomfortable, uneasy.
Passengers, I just found out that someone shit outside the cockpit. Don't Appreciate that. 60 degrees. Should have a nice descent. Thank you for flying Southwest.
What if weathermen on TV had the rhythm and cadence of pilots, but pilots had the rhythm and cadence of weathermen on TV?
Oh,
What a world that would be.
Angela White, weather woman pilot.
There's got to be a video of Angela White does the weather.
Coconuts.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Okay.
Fucking love it. Well, fuck, man. Am I anything else? We're gonna land this fucking bird.
let's
Fucking
leave.
get the fuck over.
All right, I guess I don't get to talk about anything I want to talk
Yeah,
about.
fuck all
What you got? No, please. What you got, Kelly?
I saw Godzilla 2000 on the big screen. That was very cool.
Hell
Got
yeah.
to celebrate Godzilla Day. And then
Refresh my
Got-
memory. Which one's Godzilla 2000?
that was the one that came out in the year 2000.
You
Matthew
fucking
Broderick?
No.
That was
was-
98.
Yeah, that was the American one. But 2000 was the one with Orga, the monster that tried to absorb him.
Of course.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one's cool. That was better than I remember. That was the first time seeing the Japanese version because I'd only seen the American release. That was fun. Got my
Imagine
tickets for
seeing the
Godzilla minus one.
1998 Godzilla and becoming a Godzilla fan.
Ugh. Couldn't be me. I don't think there were
That's a
any
lot
because
of
they were
fish.
like, the shit sucks.
That's one of those where even as a child,
Oh,
you
yeah.
realize you're very much in the target audience, but they're chasing Godzilla around New York, and he turns a corner, and the helicopter turns a corner, and they're like, "We lost him," and I'm like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about? You lost him?"
Yeah, that movie sucks so bad.
They're absurdly large dinosaur you've never seen out of nowhere.
He gave us the slip. Fucking ridiculous.
And then everyone, you get your tickets to Godzilla minus one. That's coming out the end of the
Ooh,
month.
yeah.
I'm very, very excited.
Explain the naming of it. Why are we doing math?
It's when
So it's-
when Godzilla turns 18, he's going to get an AEW contract.
Yep.
So Godzilla's all elite.
Yes. But no, it's immediately after World War II. And it's like, hey, they're at rock bottom, they're at zero, and then Godzilla shows up, and it's like, well, guess it's worse. Minus one.
All right. I can get behind your math.
Yeah, so it's a period piece.
Okay.
I'm
get
very
there.
excited to see fresh new Godzilla on the big screen at the end of the month. What else?
And
did I
looks
do?
really cool too.
It looks really good. They did for Godzilla Day. There was 2 new short films that came out. One CG
Ooh.
Godzilla versus Megalon, and then the suitmation of Godzilla versus Jet Jaguar. They were both really really good. The Jet Jaguar one was awesome because a lot of the dudes that work on current Ultraman worked on that, so it looked as good as those shows do. And then what else?
Juggalo John in the chat asks you what your thought on the Monarch show is.
I am interested. I won't say excited because I generally don't care much for the legendary stuff. But it does look more in the vein of Kong Skull Island, and that is by far my favorite of the legendary MonsterVerse stuff.
Hell yeah.
So I'm hoping it's more Kong than it is the Godzilla stuff. The trailers all look really good, so I'm very interested in it. I won't say excited because I don't want to get my hopes up, and then it's like, well, it's more of the same shit. So I am looking forward to it. I will definitely give it a watch.
Love that they got
HBO?
No, Apple Plus.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to get my dad's Apple Plus login for that. I was gonna say it wouldn't make sense for it to be on HBO, but like, if you go on Netflix now, all of the MonsterVerse movies are on there. All of the Snyderverse
Yeah.
movies are there. So much HBO shit hit Netflix in the past week.
Yeah, Warner Discovery said, "Fuck it, we're losing money keeping these on our own streaming service. Let's fucking farm them out."
It's so wild. I've been using Netflix more because I was like, well, I need to justify having this to myself. So I started watching Pluto. That's incredible so far.
Gorsh.
Really good, like neo-noir robot murder mystery anime.
It does look really, really good. Like
It's
super
really
into
good.
it.
And honestly, the comic is one of the single best comics ever made. And they're doing a very good job with the adaptation from what I've seen so far. And then in like a week or so, the Scott Pilgrim anime comes out, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Netflix?
Netflix.
Oh shit, is Netflix bumping now?
Netflix might be bumping.
Oh.
I've been watching the One Piece on Crunchyroll because I had never seen that before. Watched a few episodes of that. I was like, okay, this is like...
Why did you decide now to jump into this 1,000+ episode series?
Because I don't have enough shit to do, Kelly. And because it's really easy to watch a couple episodes baked late at night. It's
Okay.
good,
I
mindless show for
fucking
that.
love baking.
But weird thing, I gotta reach out to my fucking internet provider, like, because I'm watching it on Crunchyroll, which is fine, but Netflix is treating me like I'm on a VPN, and like I can't see some shit in my Netflix queue that I know was there.
Are you not on a VPN?
Not like downstairs on the PlayStation.
Weird.
When I look at my phone, it's all there. But when I pull it up on, like in the house, like there's a whole bunch of shit that's missing. Very
That's
odd.
bizarre.
Yeah. Very odd.
And then what else? Oh, I saw that new Scorsese movie. That was good. Definitely just wait for the home release, I would say.
Another
You
Yeah,
don't need
somebody
to-
just asked me if I'm going to watch that, and I was like, it doesn't really look like a let me go watch that in the theater kind of thing.
That's gonna be on
It's
Apple
very
too, isn't
good.
it?
What was that?
That's going to be on Apple too, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, very good. Definitely worth a watch, but like the theater experience doesn't really add anything to it.
Yeah.
And with it being 3.5 hours.
They
God damn.
put Oppenheimer back in IMAX for 1 week. But it's
Oppie.
like, there's one showing a day, and they're all at like 3 in the afternoon. It's like, well, that's gonna kill my fucking night.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
just
but
kills
I'm
your
not-
entire day.
That fucking screen's still fucked.
Oh no, well, I wouldn't go to that IMAX. You know, they've got the fake IMAXs, like Altamont has the IMAX, and
Yeah, but then at that point you might. Well, I mean, I guess they're not showing it on the.
but they'll do another push
XD.
for Academy Awards, I feel, and I'll have more showtimes to choose from.
Maybe in a year they'll do the Barbenheimer nostalgia run.
Oh my goodness. They should do a double feature Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Cinema.
All right. Fucking George Washington in a bikini, not bad at all.
No.
Got
Okay,
those
all
Angela
right.
White proportions a little bit too.
Okay. We're getting there.
I'm not
But this
super
is
proud of how much effort I put into this. Like
Yeah.
I'm all over the place trying to find one that worked. One just looked like a fat puddle of goo with a wig and a pool. That was not great. But I can kind of see that one.
I mean, this is clearly just someone's drawing, and AI was like, "All right, make its fucking hair white." That's how we do
Yeah.
George Washington.
We can't actually make anything ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Nobody knows how to do anything anymore.
All right, Lee. Now make Ben Franklin come on his tits.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Ben Franklin fucking would.
Ben Franklin, huge wiener.
Syphilis.
Syphilis.
That's the prompt. The prompt is just syphilis.
Syphilitis.
George Washington milks Ben Franklin.
Oh my god. Juggalo John in the chat said, need to do an Oppenheimer and Godzilla -1 double feature.
Oh my god.
Goddenheimer.
I mean, it would kind of work.
It would. The thing with Oppenheimer with that is, like, Japan is very much an afterthought.
Yeah,
in that
you don't
movie.
really see any of it, right?
Yeah, it's very kind of weird. Like, they're like, oh, they dropped the bombs, and then everyone kind of like, oh man, didn't think they'd actually use it.
Whoops.
And they kind of just go on with their days.
I feel like that maybe not be the most sensitive or accurate way to depict that.
No, probably not.
I mean, from a scientist's perspective, it's probably fairly accurate, though.
And that's
They're
the thing,
probably like,
you know.
wow, can't believe they really did it. All right, what do you guys want to get for lunch?
It's not a movie about them dropping the bomb. It's a movie
Exactly,
about
it's a movie about Oppenheimer.
All right, fair enough.
B. That's my favorite part.
Is that seriously? They call him Oppie?
Yeah,
And they chant
and
it?
at one point he they get the funding or whatever the fuck, and there's dudes
Fundinger?
like they're holding they're holding up on their shoulders, and everyone's chanting Oppie, Oppie, Oppie. And it sounds like I'm making it up, but I assure you that actually happens in that movie.
I don't believe that.
It 100% happens.
I refuse to believe it.
They call him Oppie.
I gotta
It's
tell you,
Oppie time.
as you're saying it, I keep thinking, is he fucking serious?
I am 100% serious. And also, spoilers, when you first hear the "I am become death, destroyer of worlds" line, you know,
Yeah.
the famous Oppenheimer quote, you see titties.
Yeah.
You know, that's always a moment in history that I wondered, hey, were there titties when he said this?
Buddy, there sure were.
I've thought that
It
about a lot
sounds
of
like
things.
such a thing to say around titties.
Like, one small step for man, one giant leap is, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, and they brought a Hooters girl up in the back just for that moment.
The extended
Well,
quote
and
is
the thing
actually...
is, he's not even saying it though. It's it's the titties lady saying it to him.
What?
Oh,
The
okay.
titties are talking?
Yep.
Like a McDonald's instructional video puppet.
Or it's like that, what was it, that Pam and Tommy show where his dick talk?
Mm.
What the fuck?
Yeah, his dick talked. Winter Soldier played Tommy Lee, and his dick talked.
Yeah, Winter Soldier's dick talk.
And it was the voice of Raffi from The League. These are all things that are true.
Yes.
What a time to be alive.
Yes. You thought Kelly was saying some weird shit? Tried his dick talk.
Dick
Not
talk.
TikTok. His dick talked.
His dick talks on TikTok.
Dick
His
talk.
Raffi dick talks.
And then he goes to see a doctor. So the dick doc has the dick talk on TikTok.
Wa-da-bop-ba-da-bop.
Lee, did you get the new season pass for Snap?
I have not, only because I don't know how the fuck. I'm
Oh,
gonna get it, but like
we
I
need
don't
a
know how the
Snap
fuck she
sounder.
works. Like I can't figure out how she's supposed to work.
So, I think how it works is She's like the Mr. Fantastic ability, where she makes the locations adjacent to her go up in power by 5. But those locations need to have cards
Only
in them with unique powers.
Unique power. You're right. Yeah, I can't.
So you can have like a 1 Ant-Man and a 2 Luke Cage in there, and that's fine. But if you had a 1/1 and a 1/1, it wouldn't work.
That's weird. It's super specific.
It is. I definitely see that one getting the wording getting changed in an update.
Yeah, because if anything, it's too specific.
It's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
but
are you talking about?
I used a good combo with Kamala, Mr. Fantastic, and Onslaught together, and that helped me win pretty good.
Yeah, that'll do it. I've been running shit with Elsa Bloodstone decks, let me tell you.
Nice.
I got a good Bloodstone deck.
Nice.
He said, I will attack, and you don't want that.
Did any of you wind up watching Werewolf by Night in color?
Oh, no, I forgot they did that. I fucking love that.
I also love that. I watched Werewolf by Night in black and white before they even announced they were doing it in color. So I had just seen it like a few weeks earlier, and then I went to watch the one in color. I made it like 5-10 minutes in. I was like, this is not good. This is supposed to be in black and white. Like, there was no reason to colorize this.
Well, yeah, because the black and white like sells a lot of what they're doing. That's the whole.
You know
I
what?
want to check it out just because of the I know they said they specifically were going for the look of like old Hammer horror. And that's interesting.
I don't think they did it.
You know what the reason was, right?
I imagine it's because people won't watch black and white.
It's because of the actors' strike. They're like, "What can we do?"
Yeah, they just
colorize
needed
the black and white shit.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. It's
And
like
take
it's
all
new.
the colorized shit. Let's black and white it. More fucking Avengers.
That's what they did
black
with the
and
Justice
white.
League.
Yeah,
The
it's
shades
true.
of gray.
The Justice is Gray edition.
So yeah, it's fine. If you're gonna watch Werewolf by Night, just watch the black and white one. The color adds nothing.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah,
if you
if
haven't
anything,
seen the black and white one in a year, maybe you'll be like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." But if you've like just recently watched it, it's really kind of jarring. And you're like, why did you do this?
They're trying to push Echo as the first of what they're calling the Marvel Spotlights.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they're trying to be like, there's not a ton of continuity, and it's like, okay, like I get it, because I mean, really, there's probably not. Like, they're gonna retell her origin to some degree, and it's gonna be its own thing. But it's not like if you didn't watch, like if you watch Hawkeye, you're gonna get more out of it.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
I mean, it's kind of like
They
the
did-
way the Netflix series were. You know, they were the same universe, but they don't figure into the
They just did their own
grander
thing.
scheme.
Yeah, and that sort of lends it to maybe being treated like a regular fucking television show. You know what I mean? You can just
Mhm.
watch a show
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not feel like you have to watch every goddamn thing. Watch a couple episodes of the new Loki. It's pretty great. I do enjoy that.
I still haven't. I've kind of watched the first one, but I really need to watch that over again and see all of it.
Marvel's really scrambling these days, huh?
That's what they
I'm
really
waiting for the
want you to
black and
think
white
that.
version.
That, I guess, word came out a couple days later after that kind of variety piece came out. They're talking about how like the sky is falling over at Marvel, and they got a whole bunch of people, like, you know, because it never really like named a source or anything. It was just a lot of, you know, oh, this is what's going on, and then, you know, within the couple days after that, like, it was a lot of people who were like, hey, I work on this. Nuh-uh. Like, some of this, yeah, but a lot of this, nuh-uh. And then the people are like, yeah, it turns out the person that wrote this is known for using dubious sources and just doesn't like Marvel shit. It's like, oh,
God.
come on. Like, come on.
Journalism.
Yeah, but like we all see it. Like there's some truth
Oh,
to it,
for
even if
sure.
somebody's
Yeah.
got an axe to grind. We're all
But it's not-
experiencing it.
It's not all that, yeah. Like, they're talking about like this Kang Jonathan Major shit as if they couldn't just put some other dude in it.
Yeah, it's like
They're
they
like-
haven't ever
like-
recasted someone in their lives.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, if it's Marvel's going to shit because Jonathan, like, just put somebody else fucking in. Like, did everything fall apart because Ed Norton's not the Hulk? Like, no, it worked out.
Mhm.
Calm down.
Mm-hmm. Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Bring Terrence Howard in as Kang.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny.
We'll call him King Man.
What?
Feige, I fucking dare you. Love it. Well, all right.
All right.
I think that's a show. I think that's a good
so.
note to go on. Kang Man. So if we got anything out of this episode, it's Kang Man and George Washington with titties.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's
Oh, Angel White coconuts.
What
Although I
founding
was-
father do you want to see fuck George Washington's tits?
And
Let us know.
why is it James Madison?
Hall of Presidents.
Thomas Jane Madison?
Hall of
Yes,
Presidents,
Thomas
and it's just a
Jane
gangbang.
Madison.
All of President's gangbang.
Yeah. You could see, like, Kennedy fuck Polk. He could Polk.
You're on. You
I'm
need to be
shaking my
stopped.
head so hard.
I don't know. I think
You
Teddy
can't see it.
Roosevelt would probably fuck all of them.
Which one's the one in the wheelchair? That one. That one fucks him.
Yeah, but before he got into the wheelchair, I'm talking
Oh,
prime
okay.
Teddy.
Yeah.
But that's
Teddy
not
is
fair.
fine.
We can't put him in a
No.
president.
FDR was
carousel.
the wheelchair one.
Sexy wheelchair.
History is fun, y'all. All right, we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. We're gonna show. We're gonna prompt Benjamin Franklin Pog. Will be next week's prompt. Let's see what comes up.
You know, I should have been searching on Pornhub this entire time.
For science.
Priceless. Yeah.
Not
fine.
having anything to do with Benjamin Franklin, just in general.
Yeah. Just like to keep myself busy.
Benjamin Franklin stuck in a dryer.
Help me, Step Jefferson.
You're my only hope.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harrison, and good buddy Mahoney, I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Class bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.